Not only is school back in session for some, but cursive is back in Iowa schools. For years now, the ability to read and write cursive has been fading from American society. KTIV's Taylor Deckert has more on how a Northwest Iowa school district is bringing it back in style.
You just don't see very many people using cursive because a lot of people are not writing checks anymore.
Cursive is making a comeback.
A lot of people in my generation remember learning cursive, and in younger generations it hasn't been a part of what we've been traditionally teaching in literacy instruction, but it is coming back.
In 2010, the United States government removed cursive from the required Common Core standards for kindergarten through 12th grade education. As of June of 2024, it's part of the new Iowa academic standards under writing foundations. By third grade, students must form all upper and lowercase cursive letters efficiently and proportionally while producing cursive writing with accuracy.
I think teachers are going to be excited about it as well. Just the formation of letters and writing. Benchmark does a really great job of integrating reading and writing, and I think students will be excited to have the opportunity to use cursive.
Despite the increasing use in digital devices, Iowa educators say there still needs to be a balance between the use of traditional handwriting and modern technology like keyboarding. With laptops and tablets replacing papers, the need to learn keyboarding has become more important.
Our kindergartners actually are keyboarding. It's pretty touchscreen based, and if you think about that, the majority of our graduates will be able to get a touchscreen device, but they might not have a computer. So we're really looking at that as an accessibility feature.
Educators say it's important you not only see the letters, but be able to produce the letters.
All of the brain research shows that there's just a really important component that I think when we were going to more digital resources, we were missing out on some of those pieces.
In Sioux City, Taylor Deckert, KTIV News 4.
Now, Nebraska and South Dakota are not required to teach cursive to students, but parents can work on it at home with their kids. You can learn more about this change by Iowa's Education Department in this story now at KTIV.com.